Now we're going to do the coordinated movement drills. Before we get started, I'd like to tell you a little bit about what a coordinated movement is. Essentially, the athlete's going to go through a full range of motion, and essentially you're rehearsing the body parts that you're going to be performing on the field at a later time. In our case, we're going to be doing movements for speed and agility. So Sheila's going to be warming up the body through a full range of motion in a slow, controlled manner. First, the distance is going to be 60 feet, so you're going to have the athlete go 60 feet. Each drill is going to be done 2 times, and the emphasis is going to be where you want to make sure with all the drills you land on the balls of your feet. The first drill we're going to do is called ankle flips. You notice Sheila is landing on the ball of her foot, and essentially as soon as her toes hit the ground, the foot is coming back up. She's nice and relaxed, upper body. Head and chest are nice and tall, looking straight ahead. The key points to remember for ankle flips is you want to make sure you land ball of foot. As soon as your foot hits the ground, the toes immediately come straight up. You want to make sure your arms are nice and relaxed, head and chest up, looking straight ahead. The next drill is skipping. You can see Sheila is nice and relaxed upper body. She's swinging her arms, they're nice and relaxed, and she's landing ball of foot. So it's opposite arm, opposite leg, coming up to 90 degrees with the leg, and again landing ball of foot, head and eyes straight ahead. The key points for skipping, again, the body's nice and relaxed, head and eyes looking straight ahead. It's opposite arm, opposite leg, coming up, landing ball of foot. This is sidestep with crossing arms in front. You'll notice Sheila's head and eyes looking straight ahead, chest facing forward, staying nice and tall, landing ball of foot, making sure that the feet do not come together. Key points with sidestep, crossing your arms in front. You want to make sure head and chest nice and tall, pointing straight. You want to make sure your arms crossing in front are nice and relaxed, landing ball of foot, making sure that your feet do not touch or click together with the movement. Here's Carioca. You can see Sheila's head and eyes facing forward, shoulders also facing forward, arms are up, nice and relaxed, landing ball of foot, one foot in front, one behind, making sure turning hips. Key points in Carioca is you want to make sure head and eyes facing forward, shoulders stay pointing forward, arms are up at the side, nice and relaxed. You want to make sure one foot comes in front and then behind. What you're warming up and working is hips. Again, landing ball of foot. Here we have tapioca. It's the exact same movement as Carioca, but now taking smaller steps. Again, she's landing ball of foot, and what you see is more hip rotation and movement. Again, her head and shoulders facing forward, arms nice and relaxed, one foot in front, the other behind. Key points for tapioca is making sure, again, head and shoulders facing forward, arms out to the side, nice and relaxed. This time you're taking smaller steps, again, one leg in front, one leg behind, landing ball of foot, more emphasis on turning the hips. Here's lateral crossovers. You can see Sheila's driving knee across her body, and then the other leg driving straight up. Head staying nice and tall, chest nice and tall, landing ball of foot. You want to make sure this is a hip action and rotation, so you want to make sure that it's nice and tight turn with the legs. Key points with lateral crossover, you want to make sure the leg that comes across your body, you lead with your knee. And with the opposite leg, you want to make sure it comes straight forward. Head and shoulders facing forward, nice and relaxed, landing ball of foot. Next drill is lateral skip. You can see Sheila's head and chest nice and tall, driving the knee straight up and moving sideways, again landing ball of foot. You also notice it's opposite arm, opposite leg. And again, head and eyes nice and straight and tall. Key points for lateral skip, head and eyes facing forward, chest nice and tall. You want to make sure it's opposite arm, opposite leg coming up as you move sideways, landing ball of foot, making sure you don't cross your legs in front. Knees come straight up. Here's zigzag. You can see Sheila is taking 3 steps, planting foot, and then pushing off, cutting. This works change of direction and cutting. Again, really pushing off, opposite arm, opposite leg, head and chest staying tall. Key points with zigzag is making sure, again, head and eyes facing forward, chest facing forward, taking 3 steps, planting outside foot, landing ball of foot, and then driving in a 45-degree angle, opposite direction, working on push-off, opposite arm, opposite legs. Here's reach backs. You can see here that Sheila staying nice and tall, actually weight slightly forward, head and eyes looking straight ahead. The emphasis here is making sure leg comes up and you're reaching back with the leg. Key points for reach back, body is slightly forward, shoulders slightly ahead of belly button, head looking straight ahead. You want to make sure heel comes up and you reach back with your leg, landing ball of foot. Again, chest, shoulders nice and tall. Here's back pedal. Again, Sheila's head, chest nice and tall, slightly forward at the waist. Making sure she's pumping her arms at the side of her body, again landing ball of foot and pushing off. Key points for back pedal, wanting to make sure head and chest facing forward. You're going to be slightly forward at the waist. Again, keeping chest tall though. Landing ball of foot, making sure pulling back with your arms at your side. Here's abduction, extension, external rotation. Sheila's bringing the knee up and rotating it back, alternating each leg. Again, making sure head and chest nice and tall. Shoulders are slightly forward on the body.